Hello plant community, thanks for tuning in to this channel. My name is Pam, and as you can see, we are in a slightly different angle in my sunroom today because we're finally going to take care of this beautifully unvariegated pink, not so pink princess here. I was going to do it off camera, but I decided to go ahead and just do a quick video for y'all just so y'all can see the process of what I'm doing, and I'm more or less just going to try to attempt to get these beautiful leaves even bigger. And just stay tuned. Okay guys, so I have her on the table so y'all can kind of like see a little bit, but I did some air layering a few weeks or a month ago now, because I wanted to chop the upper part of here and replant this portion and extend or add an extra pole and just see where it goes. And I wanted to bring you guys along. Maybe you'll learn something from it, maybe not, or maybe you can say, hey, I see Pam doing something, maybe I can do something to maybe create a better process, if that makes sense, because this is my first time doing it. Really not 100% sure how well it's going to turn out, but I'm giving it a try. It's part of my journey and I'm bringing you guys along. So let's just jump right into it. Before we start getting into what I'm about to show you, what I'm going to do, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. If you have already, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. So let me just bring you guys down a little bit. So right here is where I actually did the air layering. I'm going to put some footage on the screen for you guys so you can see me actually taking the moss off. It was just a tedious process and I didn't really want to do it live. So I just did it beforehand just so you guys could see what I was working with. And what I plan on doing, you guys, is actually cutting right here. Just the thought of it got my anxiety built up, but you know, no guts, no glory. Super excited but nervous at the same time, if that makes sense. I have my shears here. These are not my favorite ones. I couldn't find them, but these are another one that I do have, and I did wipe it down with my Clorox wipe. When I don't have those handy, I do have alcohol, and I usually just use alcohol and wipe the shears just to make sure that they're sanitized. So they're already been prepped for this, and I'm going to cut below here. This is where all of the roots are, up here. And yeah, I'm just gonna, oh boy, ah, gosh. No guts, no glory. Oh boy. Woo, okay. Look at that. It's not very pink on the leaves, but it's pink in its liquids. So now, as you can see, is separated, but the challenge for me is some of the roots I think is actually grown into the moss. So I think I'm gonna change another camera angle so I can just talk to you guys as I try to free her. Okay, so as y'all can see, I hope the camera is picking it up, I made the chop, I freed it, but she is locked in this particular moss part. I kind of connected this with this, but the roots is in the lower part of this, so I'm gonna have to try to free it as best I can without damaging the plant. I'm just using my little mist spray, you guys, to kind of like help loosen it up a little bit. Sometimes when you wet the moss, it makes it a little bit more easier to pull it away from the roots. I'm going to also try to see if I can wiggle it from the top. Now the top is coming off, but these roots, and I don't want to cut the root. Oh. Might have to, I'm trying to show you guys my entire process. I'm looking at it from this side. Let's see if I can, I think it's got, I don't know, roots in here. It's rooted really well, I think. And you know what? This is where we have to do some form of improvising. I wonder if this will, I'm not sure if it'll do it or not. I'll try to cut the plastic. Not very orthodox. And honestly, you guys, I'm surprised that that it's roots in here anyway, because I gotta tell you, I'm not good with my moss poles. Not at all. I'm not good with them at all. So I am surprised that I'm not good with my moss pole maintenance. So I'm surprised that it did root, honestly. And I'll probably go into a little bit of detail about that. Yeah, I think this is going to take me some time getting this out, but let's see. Wow, it's free. But guys, check it out. These are the roots. Wow, I guess I guess I wasn't too bad with the moss pole, but I wasn't where I needed to be with it, that's for sure. Wow, this is other roots. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this lower part. I think I'm gonna maybe cover this with moss and just keep it watered for now. Dang, you see that? All the roots. Wow. Yeah. So I'm going to, let me sit to the side, because honestly, I didn't think it this far as what I'm going to do with this bottom portion of this plant. I don't know. Is anybody looking for an unvariegated pink princess out there in plant land that perhaps live in the United States? You might want to, I don't know, reach out to me. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but that just very well may be an option. So, yeah, anyway. Yeah, let's go to let me move this out of the way. I'm making an extreme mess, as y'all can see, and it's okay. Mess is good. So that's what they say. I'm going to have to clean up. Oh, man, y'all see my side note? Y'all see my asparagus fern right here on the floor? It is not doing well, but I don't know. It's doing what it's doing a little bit too soon, in my personal opinion. But anyway, this is what we're at. This is where we're at. And yeah, there's a lot of roots in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try my best to free this off camera first, and then I'll bring you guys back to the table so you can kind of see what I need to do at that point, okay? Okay, so we're at a different angle, as you guys can see, because I really wanted y'all to get up close and personal. And I have my nice water. Honestly, you guys, it's been really hot as I don't know what in my area. I'm only assuming that everyone that lives in the United States is feeling the heat. I say all that to say, stay hydrated. But anyway, so here we are, guys. It took me about a good 20 minutes to actually free as much moss from here as I possibly could, which is fine. So I'm feeling a little bit more confident because it looks like it's going to have a lot more roots to work with, and they pretty much look beyond, some of them, for the most part, beyond the 2 inches that's required to actually, I guess, start potting it up. So I have this right here, you guys, which is basically my cinnamon. Traditionally, if you cut it, you know, you might want to allow it to callus over a little bit to prevent any form of infections or, you know, some sinister things going on with here. You want to prevent it. So I use cinnamon. Actually, I can just dip it in there, because cinnamon is an antiseptic, and I don't really want to wait for it to callus over, honestly, you guys. Just want to get it potted up so I can check mark this off. And as that is, you know, activating for a little bit, I try to, give me one sec, got a lot going on. Let me just rub it on, make sure it's actually in the wound. Okay, so as I was mentioning, you guys, I'm not good at all with monitoring and maintaining these moss poles. So that was another reason why I wanted to cut this baby down too, because I want to challenge myself to actually try to keep this moss moist. Otherwise, me doing all of this is really pointless, right? At least I would believe it to be. So what I am going to do, I can't really, oh wow, that startled me. I can't really, it's like a kind of bug in here. Okay, so I did water this, re-watered this moss pole, because I wanted to actually get this little bit of root out that it was. Let's see, I don't know if you can see. These roots was actually in there, but I want to start it over. So start my journey with this over if I'm able to. And so before I even worry about putting it in the soil, I'm just going to try my best to kind of like pin this to, or yeah, as best as I can without hurting the stem. So just, yeah, I don't even know, you know, because I wasn't keeping the moss pole wet, you know, the roots that did grow into it really isn't what I would consider viable, sustainable roots, if that makes sense. Let me see something. This is the pot I plan on putting it in, and I need to actually see where we're at. I can't, yeah, I gotta be able to, I need to position it accordingly, how it's gonna be in here. I'm gonna try my best, you guys. Really, I am gonna try my best to see if I'm able to actually, you know, keep it moist. I don't know. That's a challenge for me. This is not all the way. It really is. And I think because life just gets in the way, and then I just don't be having the time. So I need to make the time. Figure out a way to be a little bit more proactive with. I've been working on some of the plants that I have put on moss. I have been working on trying to keep it moist. And I guess I just need to figure out a schedule of when to actually do it. I am learning a lot. I don't even know if I should put anything in the bottom of this. Hopefully that's a long enough piece. Yeah, I didn't really want to have too many pink princesses in my house. Y'all know I already have that marble, that one that actually has the beautiful variegation. But you know I do in fact love my dark leaves. So I definitely want to keep this upper portion of it. I hope what I just did isn't going to be a disaster, but you know, sometimes you got to take chances, and I'm taking a big chance, you guys, because considering I grew her from when she was just a tiny baby thing, this is like one of my pride and joy plants here that I am taking a big chance. And I guess sometimes when you do these plant journeys, you guys, you gotta take chances. It's about taking chances. don't be scared to experiment from time to time with your plant. I think it does depend on, for me, sometimes it's hard for me to try to do it because of maybe the amount of money I spent on the plant. The price factor for me for a plant is really determines how willing I am to experiment, if that makes sense. Okay, so I think I taped the 3 down, but I think I'm going to do another one right here once after I get everything secured into the pot. But before I do that, I need to do something with this upper portion right here, which is just more or less just adding another pole. I kind of want to do that before I even get it in the pot. I don't know why I think this heat might be doing something to me, you guys. I'm at a loss for words today. Kind of crazy. But, yeah, let me just stand this up right and snap it on if I'm able to. Okay, it slid in just fine. I may have to add another extension at another time because it looks like it's about to outgrow that. But, baby steps. One celebratory thing at a time, right? Okay, so there we have her. Not too bad. Okay, so now it's time for me to prepare my pot. I wonder if I should put my lacquer balls in here. Here I go, Pam being indecisive again. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me go get them. I got some over here a little bit. Not a whole lot. I don't need a whole lot either. Give me a sec. Okay, so I have my lacquer balls ready. Have my pot. I didn't want the pot to be too big, but I need something that's going to help balance this monster of a plant. I think I am going to use my mesh pad for this one. I don't use them on all my plants, honestly, you guys. I don't know why, but I don't. So this should be that one. Now I'm getting my soil that I have. I'm actually putting soil in this plastic bowl that I got from the dollar store. I wanted to show you guys up close. Okay, so I don't know if you can see here. It's a very chunky mix. I have it's peat moss, I believe. I have cocoa chips. I have, as you can see, perlite in here. I have orchid bark in here. And there's a little pieces of, I think, charcoal in here. But I want this, and this, believe it or not, as you can see, it is very airy. Squeeze it. If it comes to pieces when you let go, that's a key indicator for me that it's airy. Yeah, charcoal pieces. But I don't want to fool around with this plant, you guys, so I'm actually going to add another medium to it. This right here is some pumice. Do I need it, guys? No. This is what I have laying around in my home that I already had. Now, if you want to make your mix a little bit chunkier for your plant babies, I encourage you to use whatever planting amendment you have, whether it be perlite, add more perlite. Orchid bark, add more orchid bark, or cocoa chips, add more cocoa chips. I'm only doing this because I want extreme aeration in my soil. I probably would have added lacquer balls in there too, but that's a bit over the top. The reason why I'm doing this though is because I need to make sure it's as airy as possible, because as you can see, it's a good root system, but the root system is not that big. for this plant, and I want to make sure that it does not rot in any way. So I have to, this is kind of like my, what do you call it? My blanket is to Linus and Charlie Brown. For those of y'all that's in my age group and know what Charlie Brown is, but I don't know how classic of a show that was for all age groups to actually know that. But anyway, yeah, this is my form of protection. This is what I feel comfortable with, and so I'm just gonna plan it up using this mix. And I will try my best to monitor her as best I can. I am glad. I thought I would have to do something with this leaf right here, but I am glad that I'm able to get her in the pot without damaging it. If it gets damaged, oh shoot. I'm talking to y'all and I forgot to take some of this out. I wanted to put my leca balls in the bottom of this moss pole. Let me take this out. Jeez. I don't want to forget that very important step. I don't know how important it is, honestly, you guys. I just want to, this is just something I just want to do. I probably could have used soil as well, but I feel better just using the balls. Let's see. All right. Hopefully, I get it. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna. Oh well. Let me fill this up. And I definitely wanted to put her in a clear pot so I can keep an eye on these roots. So I think putting it in this clear plastic pot with this, with the aeration of the soil. Man, I'm telling you, I'm really at a loss for words today, which is almost unheard of. I'm making so much of a mess, you guys. But anyway, I'm thinking it'll help balance the whole, it'll be the sweet spot with watering, my watering style. I usually try not to, I do let her completely dry out at least 3/4 of the way, honestly, before I even start giving her a drink. Now, sometimes if she is starting to show me signs that she needs a drink, and let's say it's not 3/4 of the soil that's wet, but maybe like, I mean, that's dry, could be like half, then I still like give her a little bit of something to drink. But I usually let her tell me, but honestly, you guys, like I said, I let her dry completely out almost before I give her anything. And she's kind of top heavy, which is fine because I have a cash pole that I'm hoping will help balance her out. I'm going to try to, I want to move her over a little bit. Let me, I know y'all can't really see this part. For that, I apologize in advance. Okay. I really don't know what I'm going to do with that lower half, y'all. Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do. The fact that I even did this is kind of almost insane to me because I don't really have the space. Put some on the back. I just want to make sure this back stays sturdy. Okay. Perfect. There it is. Just waiting for it to kind of like, I'll put that there. Balance on its own a little bit. I really like pumice, you guys, because you can reuse it over and over again. Like leca, of course. You can use it over and over again. Alright, so she's okay. So she's looking good. And I'm going to clean her up and give you guys a overview of how I'm actually going to, and the planter. But let me clean up and then I'll be back. Okay, so you guys, this is what she's looking like. And this is the cashpo I have her meet. Cashpo I have her in. She's getting heavy now. And I gave it a water and I sprayed her leaves. So now is an ample time for me to wipe her leaves down. I love wiping leaves, you guys. It's so seemingly therapeutic for me. It just makes me feel like I'm caring for something that's relying on me to take care of it. And I'm doing just that. And it feels good. I really enjoy wiping down my larger leaf plants. Now the small ones, I don't wipe them down. I just spray them down and sometimes just let them be. Yeah, doing the smaller leaves would just be a little bit too tedious, I guess. But spraying down your plants is just as beneficial as wiping the leaves. It's just that since I was doing a lot with this plant today, I figured it's good to give her a nice drink as she gets settled into her new home. And yeah, and gives me an opportunity to also look for pests. Although for the most part, I gotta say for this particular plant, I haven't had any issues with her in regards to pests, and I hope I never do. I know philodendrons definitely are, they're definitely prone, you guys, to, what is it? They're prone to spider mites. Now, I think I don't know. It's a really hot day, you guys, and I don't know if I spent too much time in here where it's giving me some kind of breakdown mentally because I am really lost for words with what I'm trying to communicate to you guys today. And let's see. I know y'all can't see everything that I'm doing, but this plant is big and this is the best that I could do as far as the angle. I am wiping her down up at the top. Oh, I see one leaf that's wet. It's kind of, it's leaning to the side. I could put a rock at the bottom. But anyway, let me show you guys a different camera angle so you can see this beauty. Okay, so you guys, this is, woo, wow. I gotta hold the bottom. She's heavy, but this is what she's looking like. This is the newest leaf, you guys. It's still, as you can see, it's still dark or light reddish type. She hasn't hardened off yet. This is a beautiful leaf too. I really do like this leaf as well, even though, you know, it's not, again, you know, this pink princess does not very high variegation of pink, and it's okay, it's very subtle. But, you know, I love my red leaves. I love my dark colored leaves. So I'm not mad at her at all. And yeah, she just needs to settle in. I'm not sure if I need to, I don't know, she's wobbling like this a little bit. I don't know if I need to put a stake just to support her a bit. I really don't know. I have a lot of issues with that sometimes with the wobbling of the moss poles, you guys. If y'all have a suggestion of how I can really stabilize this, this will be great. I'm also going to go ahead and, let's see, I'm sitting her on the floor, so moving forward there won't be any more big Berthas until she actually starts growing, which I'm excited, and I am anticipating that she will do just that. Get her settled. Her leaves are kind of big, so I may have to, I'll fix that later, but her leaves are huge down at the bottom, and I have my Calathea orbifolia on the floor too, so they're going to be fighting or duking it out, so I may have to do some readjustments as far as pushing her a little bit more. Yeah, I may have to, but I don't want to move her out of this space just yet, and I think she's going to grow nicely. I already have my cup, you guys. I punctured some holes, and so to make my world easier, as you can see, I put my cup here, which has been really helping me with some of my moss pole maintenance. If I can keep it up, my goal is to see if I'm able to get those bigger, I guess, leaves or whatever it is. But if not, and I can just maintain the leaf size and she gets taller, I'll be satisfied with that. So yeah, so I don't know how exciting this was to show you guys. Like I said, this was on the fly for me to even videotape it for you guys, because honestly, like I said, it's humid outside and it's hot in this room. So thank goodness I have the fan on to give me some form of airflow in here. But, and this is water too, so I really needed it. But that pretty much ends this video, you guys. Thanks for coming along as I chopped and repot my beautiful non-variegated pink princess. Not so pink princess, but she's still a princess because she's lovely to me. So keep in mind, you guys, if you love foliage as much as I do and you love listening to planty things, definitely subscribe to this channel if you have not, and help me out again, you guys, by doing what? By pushing those thumbs up. Push them up. Helps my channel get out there to reach new people and make good plant friends. Enjoy your day wherever you are in the world, you guys, and until next time, much love. Bye.